Cozy Rosy Learns to Be Herself by Chaya Reich, illustrated by Lea Kron. Once there was a girl with a bright yellow curl. She really liked to twirl that bright yellow curl. Her name was Rosy, and she loved to play. On her bed so cozy, she loved to lay. But one sunny day in the month of May, Rosy and her brother went out to play. They saw Sarah Bloom coming their way. Sarah had a smile as bright as day, but was so full of questions, I just have to say. Her questions made Rosy frown in dismay. Do you like lime green, pink, or sky blue? Sarah, shrugged Rosy, I haven't a clue. Please can you tell me your favorite food and what song puts you in a really good mood? Rosy thought hard, she honestly did, but as much as she tried, the answers just hid. So she lifted her shoulder halfway to her ear and crinkled her nose as if she didn't care. It really could be one way or another, I just don't know. Should I go ask my mother? Sarah eyed Rosy with a pitying glance. She wanted to answer, but didn't have a chance, because just as they stood there with Rosy quite stuck, along came a jingling ice cream truck. Come one, come all, there's no time to waste. We've got every flavor, come kids have a taste. Chocolate, vanilla, mint, and red hot. Whatever you like, there's something we've got. Rosy looked on as kids came in groups. Laughing and chatting, they ordered their scoops. She then chose her flavor, a bright green ice cream, because the girl who was eating it looked just like a dream. But as soon as she licked it, there was something amiss. Rosy asked, Sir, what flavor is this? It's pistachio, he said. Oh, that flavor I dread. I'll have to reorder another instead. Can you give me the flavor my brother has, please? The driver served Rosy some red-hot soft freeze. She tried the new flavor, her tongue it did burn, her skin it did itch, and her head it did turn. Rubbing her eyes, she tossed the small cone. Her mouth still on fire, she headed right home. Along the way, they met her friend Faye, who smiled to Rosy and skipped off to play. Faye wore a necklace in pretty pink shades. Her hair swung beside her in black shiny braids. As fast as she could, Rosy ran home, and into those braids her hair she did comb. Opening the window to get some fresh air, Rosy saw a girl, flower bow in her hair. It looked so exciting, it added such flair, and suddenly, that's what she wanted to wear. She ran right to the store and opened the door. In front of her eyes was that bow that girl wore. She paid for it quickly and feeling quite pleased, she pinned up the flower and outside she breezed. When she left the store walking, her mind it was talking. She didn't see the branch that was hanging too low, catching right onto her new flower bow. At once, Rosy heard a chirp from above. Laughing and smiling from a branch was a dove. Oh dear, Rosy cried, I'm stuck in this tree. I need to get home. Please help me get free. It's all 'cause I wanted to copy that girl instead of enjoying my own special curl. What's going to be? What is it with me? Why is it only others I see? Who are you? Asked the dove as she pecked from above. My name is Rosy, and I want to be cozy. But the dove wasn't happy. She seemed rather nosy. I have questions for you from near and from far that can help me find out who you are. What is the food that you most like to eat? And what would you choose if you wanted a treat? What's your favorite place? Do you like to wear lace? And what puts a smile onto your face? Do you like green or blue, purple or pink? Tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think. What makes you feel bad or angry and sad? What's your favorite game? Please tell me its name. Do you know what you're feeling deep down inside? Or do you look to others to help you decide? Oh, my dear dove, please let me go. I can't answer these questions, these things I don't know. But the dove answered, Rosy, I'll let you free as soon as you answer these questions for me. You cannot continue to live like a puppet, blowing in the wind like a cute little muppet. I know what you feel. Trust me, I do. Believe it or not, I once felt like you. I wanted, I wished, I dreamt I could be someone much better, much prettier than me. Flying one day right over the bay, a peacock I spied, his tail open wide. Such a beautiful bird, not like me, the nerd. He was so full of color, well, I couldn't be duller. His feathers were falling, they were starting to shed. There was orange and yellow, blue, green, and red. That's when this idea flew into my head. I must be like that bird, is what my mind said. His beautiful feathers I ran and collected, and glued to myself the ones I selected. I flapped my wings and started to fly, up away towards the great big blue sky. But before I knew it, I felt a great crash as I flopped into the water with a very loud splash. My feathers got wet, they no longer stayed set. I came out of the water feeling so out of order. Drenched and embarrassed, I crawled to the shore where the peacock I spied just before. He stared at my feathers, a sight so absurd, and said, "Why did you do that, my dear little bird?" I wanted to be colorful, brilliant, and soaring, not plain old white, so simple and boring. Ha ha, he just laughed, the wise old peacock, as he walked and he wobbled right off the dock. Plain old white can be sparkling bright. It's a color so clean that can always be seen. My beautiful dove, it's your kind heart I love. You must know who you are, a bright shining star. Let your eyes look inside, be yourself, never hide. Yet still, continued the dove from the tree, I searched and I searched for whom I could be. I was still not happy, just being me. That day in September, I can't help but remember, when a bumblebee flew by, and I thought, why can't I? I took out some paint, black and yellow, and tried turning into that striped little fellow. But this time, before I even took flight, I looked and I knew that it was just not right. For there in the water, what did I see? Not quite a dove and not quite a bee, staring right back at me with my reflection, and suddenly I realized I need no correction. God, who created me with wisdom and love, wanted me to be the most special dove. That very moment, I hugged myself tight. I'd be my own self. The world felt so bright. And so, my dear Rosie, I say this as a friend. Looking at others must come to an end. There's only one person who knows what you feel, and that person is you, the Rosie that's real. Look deep inside you without any fear, and you'll find all the answers waiting right there. Okay, I'll tell you what I most like to eat. A crunchy green apple, oh what a treat. The color I love, I don't have to think. It's easy, that color is pretty bright pink. I don't enjoy lace cause it scratches my face, and that candy I like is Mike and Ike. You wanted to know my favorite game? I can tell you right now. Rummy O is its name. What makes me feel sad, embarrassed, and shamed is when I am laughed at, criticized, and blamed, or called a name and kept out of your game. I feel happy inside and so full of pride when I'm true to myself and don't try to hide. Hooray, cried the dove, you're bright as can be, and now you can gladly get out of this tree. Rosie came down, she came down with a plop. She started to skip, she started to hop. She ran to her mother, who's unlike any other. I'll always be me and never another. Not the girl with the bow, nor someone else that I know. Not the beautiful dove, nor the peacock I love. Not my neighbor or friend, for I've learned in the end that the best person to be is none other than me! Narrated by Gila Akhamzadeh in Los Angeles, California.